This is Indie Attack with Woody.
And Kelson.
And we're launching into another themed week. This week, all of our games are taken from the 7-day FPS Jam. This completed a while back. We're just taking a look at it right now. We've got 6 games to play through this week. All of them first-person games of some variety, not necessarily shooters. And there's a couple of really cool concepts in there.
Definitely a lot of cool concepts.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play these.
And the first game we're checking out is Frail Shells by From Smiling.
Okay.
And I believe there might be multiple people involved with that. The thanks list was quite extensive. I'm not sure who among those people actually worked on this game.
Mm-hmm.
But Frail Shells begins as a kind of a war shooter. You get dropped down and your buddy's stuck behind enemy lines.
It's kind of a Saving Private Ryan, it's a rescue
and
mission.
And you need to get over and save him.
Yeah.
It's actually fairly challenging.
Yeah, it is.
That first shot knocks 10% off your health.
Yeah.
It kind of ends up being about finding where you're supposed to go first.
Yeah, you kind of have to make your way, and there's just so many. And it was the kind of AI where it was the bullets were just if you stood still for a second, they would just shoot
you would die
directly at you. So you definitely had to move around. And
so you eventually find your buddy. Plot events happen. And you kind of play out what maybe happens after you do all the fighting and stuff like that. And it's a first-person egg-eating simulator.
Right, / I think it ultimately is this kind of commentary on PTSD, the war never ends kind of a thing. And
stuff kind of spirals downward from there.
So that's, and it's a short, contained experience, but I thought,
it is maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I beat it in 6, so, but, I really liked the spirit of this, it's definitely a cool, message in a game. Yeah. Damn it, damn it, we can say things, and I think it's cool to, in a game jam or competition, whatever you would frame
to
this
have
as.
A full message in a game.
Yeah, it was nice to it was clearly a written out narrative, and that's cool to me.
And also impressive for a game like this is that the game part of this, where you're actually playing in the shooter, is not bad. No, it's actually a pretty fun little shooter thing. And as we said, it is pretty challenging. It's pretty satisfying. You actually do kind of have to use a little bit of strategy.
Yeah, totally.
Getting into it, and how long range your bullets work, and when you're going to get hit by, and circling around and being safe. It's a competent shooting experience in addition to having a little bit of a message behind it.
Absolutely, and it's a unique, the way, just the design of things, it's kind of unique.
It's got a cool color palette, and I like my pixelated shooters.
Yeah, they're little pixely, almost, little popped out pixel guys that you have to kind of shoot, and that's kind of fun. And then, the kind of deconstruction that happens of after, and it kind of, and it's almost this meta sort of thing about the competition, because it's it was only supposed to be 7 days, and then it's
8 days.
Yeah, and then you go through this thing, and it's I appreciated that.
Yeah.
So I think Frail Shells is a success, definitely.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little game.
I would recommend people
And I check it out. Like we said, it's a pretty quick experience, so if you don't have time to play Spec Ops The Line all the way through, you can play Frail Shells instead.
If you wanted a sobering image of war.
Spec Ops The Line NES edition.
It's definitely the NES version Spec Ops, Cool.